Hey everyone, this is Lomi, and today I'll show you how I'm making some fake books to act as props for my dolls. I'd rather have real books, but making real ones is super time consuming, and for what I have in mind, I need piles and piles of books. So I'll be making them the way I learned from a book on dollhouse miniatures I read when I was a kid. I printed these covers on cardstock because it gives a smoother finish than regular paper, and it will hide blemishes better. I've included a link to the file I used in the video description. You'll also want a sheet of this paper texture to cover the edges. I made that myself, and there's a link to that too. So first off, I cut out the cardstock covers and then cut out the strips for the pages. This is printed on regular paper to make it more flexible, which is important. Then I cut an index card to make it just a shade smaller than one side of the cover. I'll trace around this on a piece of foam board. It's thundering outside, so I apologize if that picks up on mic. The foam board I'm using is 3/16 of an inch thick, so for this size I'll need 2 pieces for the center of each book. I've already traced it all on the back. I slip a cutting board underneath the foam board and then use a razor blade to cut out the pieces. I'm trying to remember to cut away from myself while I do this. These don't need to be perfect, but perfect helps, so try to get close. I'll prepare the centers by using Mod Podge to glue 2 pieces together. This stuff dries almost as soon as I push the pieces together, so line it up carefully, making sure the front edge is nice and smooth. I do this by pressing it down onto the cutting board. I'll glue all my boards together at once, so they have time to dry completely. The edges are still a little rough, so I rub them against the rough surface of the cutting board to smooth them out a little. Then I brush Mod Podge on the edges and glue on a strip of false pages, trimming off the extra. Then it's time to put on the cover. Make sure the front of the foam board is completely covered with Mod Podge. Then press the cardstock cover onto the front. Press it on firmly, then flip it and glue the other side. When you fold the cover over, the spine should be slightly rounded instead of laying flat. This will improve the illusion of it being a real book. After they're all dry, they'll look something like this. Pretty convincing at a glance, and lightweight enough that a doll can hold them without trouble. Perfect for the photo set I have in mind. Now to make a few dozen more, and a few real books to set the scene too. That's all for this video though. Thanks for watching. Bye.